So hey everyone, this is Cara Osborne, and she's going to share with us some inspirational little fitness nuggets that she's carrying around with her right now. So we're going to record them and share them to hopefully inspire you and continue your push for the summer.
Cool. So what I have in my mind right now, it's almost like written in my hand. If I had my pen, I would just write it right there. The first thing is everybody gets injured and everybody gets sick. And that's the difference between people who stay at it and just stay dedicated, like the people who do run marathons. Of course they get injured sometimes and they get sick, but they just kind of step back into it and they're just dedicated. So I started thinking to myself, because I kept going to the gym and seeing some familiar faces, and everyone knows that feeling, like you see someone, you're like, yeah, I haven't been here in a few months, or, you know, I haven't been here in a few weeks, and you feel embarrassed because maybe you were lifting really heavy and now you have to go down because you haven't been there in 6 weeks. Well, I do. I get embarrassed. So I'm always like, yeah, it's day one again. It's day one. And I've said it so often this year that I finally thought, you know what? The point is that it's day one again. I showed up again. So I'm not going to go down that trail of just like not ever, just giving up. And that's why I just started thinking, you know what? Where I want to be in my mind is just never give up. Okay, yeah, I'm up 10 pounds, but I'm back, you know, instead of just give up, throw my hands up, and then boom, I've gained 70 pounds. But for any of you who have, boom, gained 70 pounds, as long as it's day one again, you're back, baby. I mean, why wait another 5 years? So just, if we can just get over the pride of saying, yeah, it's day one again, and just show up. And the other nugget I've just had in my mind was from a fitness magazine. This fit lady, she goes, flat abs aren't made at the gym. Flat abs are made in the kitchen. And I don't know, something about that just really stuck, and I thought, it's true. I'm either making flat abs in my kitchen, or I'm making fat abs by stopping by Dutch Brothers and getting my kicker daily, or my whatever. And so that's my other nugget. Just, you know what, I better make some flat abs, and they're made in the kitchen. And then what was my third one that I had in my mind? I will share something about the swimming pool. My sons are 6 years old and 5 years old, and my little nieces, they're 8 years old, and then twins that are 6 years old. We showed up at the pool, and all the adults were just like sitting out and laying out and getting some sun. They were laying on the lawn chairs, and I was actually fully dressed because I thought I was going to watch them swim. And finally I was like, what am I doing? It's hot. I'm going to get my swimsuit on. I just got my swimsuit on and just started jumping in and dive bombing and cannonballs. I just started thinking, you know what? This is the day. This is the year that they're young and ready for fun. I can't just wait for 10 years or just wait till I'm in shape. That's pride talking. Forget that. So I just took my big old butt out there and just started cannonballs and everything. And the truth is, no one was going to judge me as hard as I judge myself. Nobody was just like, whoa, did you see that lady? Nobody cared. They were just happy that someone was active and happy and playing with the kids. And so I thought, you know what, if I'll just ease up on myself and just enjoy myself, so what if my big old butt's coming, you know, standing there at the edge of the pool waiting to jump in? It doesn't matter. It was really pride, and I thought, it's not worth it. I'm not going to just hold on to my pride, and then the kids are just playing by themselves. And when I started jumping in, they lit up. They were so happy. Aunt Cara, let's do this. And Mom, watch this. I mean, they just lit up, and I won't forget that. And so we had here we are, a week later, and we had another pool party, and I thought, yes, I am getting in, because I knew they were going to light up, and they were going to be so happy that I was getting involved, and they were, and that we made some sweet memories.
So then my one question is, what do you see, it could be in fitness or just in general in life, like what are maybe 3 key things that you look at a person and you see them as a role model? What would you call a role model for yourself, or that you think is worthy?
When I see who inspires me?
Right.
I think someone inspires me when they look really good for their age and they haven't let age get in the way, because a lot of people can just give up. Well, I'm not 20 anymore. Well, I've had kids, and I get really inspired when someone has had kids and they're not in their 20s anymore and they're just at it. Because I want to look good. I'm 34. I want to look very nice and feel good for a 34-year-old. I don't need to look 20, but I want to be a nice-looking Cara at 34.
And then 2 more.
Fitness.
Role model things. It doesn't have to necessarily only be fitness. You can sprawl out if you want to. Just someone who you see as a role model, or you think that other people can.
But I'm just a little different. But I really liked one of my fitness articles. It was someone who calls herself, Little Mighty Mouse. because she likes to do push-ups and all this, and she's small, but she's strong, and that always gets me excited. I like to be really strong. That's why I like the gym. It doesn't matter if I'm small. I like to be stronger, and I like to push harder. And you know, I always joke, and I'm like, I went in there and shamed all those men. I just shamed them all. I just went in there, a bunch of 20-year-olds. I was like, so I like to go in there and make a lot of noise, and sometimes they turn and they joke with me or whatever, and I say, yeah, I want to remember I was here today. And then also,
awesome.
I say, oh yeah, what do I say? That's the main one. I say, yeah, I want to remember I was here. But also, yeah, I came in here to work. This is my workout. So I go in there and just tear it up and leave. I just think it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
So
tear it up and leave.
Yeah.
One more, if you have one more. Or just maybe overall stride of life. Let's say a person looks fit emotionally or mentally, or how else in their life other than just a physical fitness.
Okay. The other thing, I guess it's within me that I like to see awakened. It's not when I'm driving to the gym, it's when I'm driving home. It's a different story. It just get there. You know, that's my other motto. Show up. Once you show up, and like, I can have just no energy, and as soon as I show up and I put my music, whatever your favorite music is, I like to do like a great beat with worship music, because then it's just speaking right into me really deep. And so that starts pumping, and one song's about Tim Tebow and how tough he is, and all of a sudden I'm in it, and then I just start getting pumped up, and I show up in the weight room, and I'm like, let's go, and I didn't even want to come.
Yeah.
So I always try to just say to myself, show up, because I know what happens to me. And as soon as I drive off and I come home, I'm talking smack, and I say how tough I am, and I start saying I can do anything, I can be anyone, I'm strong, this is who I really am. That's what I say all the time when I come back from the gym. I want to remember those phrases. This is who I really am.
That's what we need to write down. The after.
Yeah, I always think to myself, this is who I really am. I was made with energy. I was made to move. That's the other thing I always get excited about. That's why I watch makeover shows. There's a hidden athlete inside of them, and I love to see it come out. There really is an athlete in us. If you have two legs that move, I'm going to use them. That's another motivation I use at the gym. Is sometimes I think to myself, there's someone sitting in a wheelchair with a disability who would love to get up and come to the gym today. They would love this feeling of doing a push-up. They would love to come out to Clover Creek and run a lap. It's like I just start thinking, I'm doing it for them. I have two legs. They were given to me. I'm going to move them.
Good. Thank you.